how we become it. I don't know. I start joining the groups. I think I'm being the most recently than many of you, and it's like I feel like I've been here forever. It's like it's a transformation of how I feel, how I see and think and do and be. It's like these connections, this is part of me all the time and has become me and we, and like beyond words, as we all have experienced, is really, and every moment is different. Every moment is unique and feeling this expansion of freedom and being able to create what we are creating together just by sitting here and feeling each other deeply and connected, and it's awesome. I mean, it's really, we are making love happen.
Is noticeable, it can be felt and sensed, and our thinking mind, our intuitive capacity can attend to what we're sensing and feeling. So this thread of undivided attention is allowed to come into the foreground of our awareness as a group. And simply by being aware of our awareness, there's this sense of inclusiveness, that every way we've ever known ourselves to be, it's without even offering it, automatically it feels like we are including everything that we've ever been and all that we are and everything that we ever will be is allowed and accepted and embodied in a heartfelt, spiritually conscious way that is indivisible through undivided attention, unconditional love, and an eternal now moment becomes real for us. That's where we felt it was pretty neat that as a child that we could pick up something and play with it. Here we can pick up our unity together and feel playful like we were children, but be mature, experienced adults that only want more love for everyone and everything, every plant and every creature. And to have this loving intelligence, this kindness that the Dalai Lama talks about, just being compassionate and sharing this passion of this deeply sincere kindness at the very heart of our hearts.
There is always a never more powerful way to express it. There is another level of aliveness. And it kind of feeds on itself and others. I used to think it was, like paying attention to attention was complicated. You know, I had to do certain things and not others, you know. But now it feels everything flows. I mean, once, you know, I'm just looking at our faces. I mean, we are, you know, smiling from year to year. We are the picture of happiness. We have become several decades younger, I think, to the point of looking like, having that look of awe of children, like Naomi was talking about. This, oh, you know, what else? I mean, there's nothing better than this. And everything goes, and it spills out in our life. This wave doesn't stop at the end of the 1.5 hours. It spills into life.
It relates to others also as I go out and live my life. And I've noticed a difference in my patients, in my family, my friends, just people on the street, and dogs and cats and everybody, and plants. It's just waking up to who we are and living it fully and having a good time. It's real good to know that everybody has their place and everybody participates and everything's okay. It's great. I love it. Thank you. I pass the mic.
How generous our attention is. Instead of attending to disparate, things and content by putting our attention on attention or settling into the context, the void of all, the formless of which all form comes about, it also feels very childlike in an ability to be omnipresent, omnisentient, and omnipotent of love. It's not necessarily a power or to manipulate or change things. It's just a really grateful, loving, super, void, just to really revel in it. There's this, dynamic of being recreating in it, recreating within inside of this space. And so, yeah.
Yes, we're wearing lots of masks or something. It's covering our true self when we're not in this space. And I sense we're so delicate. If you only knew how delicate each of us is, truly is, I think the world may it just struck me so much how very delicate we are, and how much this world is hurting, and what we have become. We've become so callous, and now that I see that we're like silk, so fine, that how do you convey that this is what we are made of? We're made of this very, very fine fabric, this so precious, and it's quite a revelation to see this in all of you and us, and oh wow, beautiful. It's really beautiful.
You, we are, and how. spontaneous can we be and feel. And the most amazing thing, well, for me, every moment is like we don't need to know anything, just to be, and everything is implied at the same time. Everything is here, living and livable, and so beautiful. And well, learning how to share these feelings that sometimes we hide because we don't know how to share them. And feel so safe, and to feel this freedom and this trust within each other, within every molecule and moment. It's like,
you know, this feeling of every molecule and every moment, and how fragile and delicate everything is. And then so that everything can be infinitely new every moment, but also at its very core, we're absolutely stable and solid as this formless awakeness. It feels like that is constant and is uniting solidly, bringing all the variations, infinite, fragile recreations of life being lived, being thought and sensed and felt and intuited by each of us and all the plants and animals, that this awake yet empty void can so delicately and timelessly create events in time, in space, that have energy and material, manifest reality, that have minds and bodies that can share with such delicacy. That this creation that we are co-creating by the presence of our human perceptions. And you know, who knows what lies beyond what we can sense, but it must be without limit much, much more than we can know. And yet this sense of this silent stillness that brings it all together within us feels to have no limit and no boundary, and that we all feel that we're sharing this common context that has no beginning or end, and is so sensitive and is not fragile. It's not. It feels like it's even while being immeasurable and formless and without an image. It seems to be more powerful than any image and any one of us. It allows us to be impermanent and never the same way twice, and fresh and new each moment, and to rediscover who and what we are with every passing moment. I mean, what a combination of that unity is gifting us with to play with as children of this universe.
Such deep feelings. Yeah, because there was a time maybe in our lives that we were more like this, more in unity consciousness without hangouts when we were kids. So I think that we go back automatically there, but there is more. I feel like if this identity is becoming, this particular identity is dissolving. It's like, and so I personally feel very vulnerable too, and I feel the trust. I feel I can express myself. But as I do that, there is a sensation in my heart which is really palpable. I feel this palpable, I don't know, expansion. It's like a wave or energy that comes from right here, from my heart, and it's this love. And so if I pay attention to that, I feel there is a power coming out. So vulnerability on one side, on the other side is power. There is a knowing. It's like I know that this is who we are.
It's all this wonderful energy that is available, and to create and recreate, and so many options. So many options you don't even have to decide, because it just folds and unfolds, and it's enjoyable because there is no effort at all.
Flowing like water, feelings and sensations, and a great receptivity, because we've got this groundless ground of void, this void where all this just kind of can pass right through very lovingly. And yeah, I agree on this dynamic of at one part it's very delicate and fragile, probably in our form-based, and then on the other side is invincible, and that invincible.
Connected to the knowing of the universe. It's really phenomenal, because there's no doubt here. There is what you said, Scary. There is the strength is there. There is a power that comes with it. So the source of this knowing is very, very fragile, I don't know, but very delicate. But it's very powerful. So I love this space.
Given this kind of guaranteed joy, without even asking for it, being it choicelessly, being able to relax and let go, and without making an effort, being heaven sent to embody and share heaven on earth with every molecule and cell, with all that is. I mean, what more can we get excited about to share and offer and to make popular here. We have something here that we are, that what else is there that we have to offer and share?